One of the other things that I like to do to keep my house neat, clean, clear, under control, I do get asked this question a lot. It's a little motivational quote to keep you motivated and on track and inspired to be living your best life yet. I'm sure it's a touchy subject for some people. I'm sure some people will get offended by what I've said.
It's a sour taste in it. It's a sour taste. To be fooled again, honey. To be fooled again. Stole my heart and ripped it into pieces. Yes, you did. You know it's not the way I planned. No, it's not the way I want it. No, it's not the things I meant. Know that I'm not being honest. Not the way.
Hey guys, thanks so much for stopping by my channel and hanging out with me for another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be answering the question that I get asked so many times in the comments and in real life. How is your house always clean? And usually I say, oh, it's not always clean, you know, sometimes it's in a mess, but in actual fact and in all honesty, my house is 99.9% of the time always in a pretty decent to very clean state. And it's for a lot of reasons. And I've been thinking, the more that people ask me, I'm like, wonder why? Why do I have a clean house? And it comes down to a couple of reasons. One, for me, messy equals stress. So when my environment is messy, I get stressed, I get snappy, I start feeling anxious, I don't like it, so I will put the effort into creating the systems and the routines that will allow me to have a clean, neat, tidy, organized home. So I've been thinking about it and I was like, why? Why do I put so much importance? Why do I put so much effort into keeping a neat, clean, tidy, organized home? And I think when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, I don't want my kids to grow up and spend their childhood in a home that is described as filthy, trashed, chaotic, complete disaster. They are not words that I want to describe. That is not the way that I want my kids to remember their childhood. I do not want my kids to grow up in that kind of environment. My kids deserve better. I'm capable of better. And that's why I like to keep a neat, clean, organized, tidy, under control home. And I think when it boils down to it, that is definitely the answer to that question. I do like to have a nice, neat environment. I do like to be calm. I don't like it when it's a mess. I don't like chaos. I like to be able to find what I need when I need it really quickly. I don't want to have, you know, people drop by and the house to be a complete disaster and, you know, I don't know, I just don't want my kids to have that memory of their childhood. I know for me, when I was growing up, my childhood was incredibly chaotic, more often than not chaotic, you know, not organized, just nothing that I would want my kids to experience. So I'm not saying that I grew up in a filthy hellhole, but definitely it wasn't neat, clean, organized, under control at all. It was like parents arguing and fighting all the time, and the house was usually in a mess. I grew up in that kind of environment. I don't want my kids growing up in that kind of environment because I know the impact that it has on you, on your mental health, on your welfare, the way you view yourself. You're not wanting to have your friends over because you know your house is in a disaster. And I don't think it's good enough just to, you know, clean up when kind of company comes over or for that odd occasion. I think it's much nicer to have a home that is consistently clean and consistently in a nice, organized way. I can 100% tell you it's much nicer to wake up to a clean, organized kitchen with, you know, not a whole long list of things that are in desperate dire need to be cleaned. If you just spend the time putting the systems in place to have the routines and the schedules to support that clean home, it does not take long. It takes like literally 15 minutes every day. You can maintain a clean home in, you know, 15 minutes a day. You do your things that you need to in the morning, like cleaning up the breakfast dishes and all that kind of stuff. You obviously have a nighttime cleaning routine. When you finished your dinner and you're cleaning up the dishes, you're cleaning up the kitchen. If you just spend 15, 20, 30 minutes a day, I mean, obviously it depends on the size of your house, the size of your family, how many kids you've got, the ages of your kids, but 100% if you just scale back to the basics. If you are really struggling with keeping organized, with keeping your stuff and your clutter and your belongings under control, scale it back to the minimum. I would just say go to Walmart or Home Depot or Bunnings or Kmart or one of those stores and invest in 10 packing boxes. So 10 storage crates or packing boxes, and literally back up everything that is causing you grief, that you are having struggles with keeping under control, pack it up, put it in a storage closet somewhere, put it in the garage, just get it out of your space. Start with the very bare essentials, and only when you have got those things under control and when you can consistently keep your space clean, tidy, organized, under control, then slowly bring back in the things, and then once you can manage that, bring back some more. Especially if you've got kids, honestly, if you've got kids, putting their toys in rotation is the number one easiest way to help clear the clutter, get the mess under control. My kids used to have tons of toys, they used to have loads, but they didn't have access to every single thing that they could play with all at one time. We had some stacking storage tubs that were kept like up on the top of their cupboard. I think they had about 10 of them, and they had the toys in rotation. We had some IKEA toy storage that we had, and we would just rotate out the toys so that one, they didn't have access to everything, so they couldn't make a mess of every single toy they owned. Two, it keeps it interesting for them because they're not getting bored with all the toys. It also helps to have kids learn responsibility for cleaning up at that young age, because if you clean up for them when they're little, they're going to expect it all the way through their childhood and then into adulthood. You want to raise kids that are responsible for their own belongings, that are considerate of the things that are purchased and provided for them, and that they're also contributing to the environment that they live in, so that when they do go out and move out into the wide world on their own, they're sharing places with other people, they're not that slobby person that everyone hates. They're, you know, keeping responsibility for keeping their own environment clean and tidy. And then when they're in a relationship, they're going to be a much better partner to be with, because they know how to contribute, and they know how to clean, and they know how to tidy, and they know how to be responsible for their own stuff.
I just wanna be the one who loves you. I just wanna be the one. Face the heat and maybe make a promise, and make it through all our flaws, all our flaws.
Tray with your absolute essentials. What they are, that's up to you.
It's a cold embrace, ain't it? It's a big mistake to be falling back to the stuff we know will fail. Stole my thoughts for no given reason, none at all. No, it's not the way I planned. No, it's not the way I wanted. No, it's not the things I meant. Know that I'm not being honest. Not the way I wanted. I still make sense. I just wanna be the one who loves you. I just wanna be the one. Face the heat and maybe make a promise, and make it through all our flaws, 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 all our flaws. Hey, you better make it worth it. Just stay, just stay. I just wanna be the one who loves you. I just wanna be the one. Face the heat and maybe make a promise, and make it through all our flaws, all our flaws. Through all our flaws, all our flaws, all
I didn't just clean up for you guys. If I had have cleaned up for you guys, I would have done this. Now I cleaned up for you guys. But the principle is having cleaning routines that you do every single day is going to make your life a lot less stressed. You're going to be so much calmer. Everything is going to be under control. Yes, it takes a little bit to figure it out and put it into place. But once it's in place and you are regularly doing those scheduled routine things, life is just going to be so much simpler. It is so much simpler, so much calmer. You know what you've got to do every day, so you don't have that decision fatigue. You just literally get in and do it. So this is where I keep my weekly cleaning checklist for everything that I do every day. I'm actually going to update it because Wednesday is my working from home and project work day, and it's quite a busy day and I don't want to have any big cleaning things to do. And at the moment I've got lounge dining and study cleaning with me, but I'm going to switch that to something really basic. So I'm going to do a rejig of it. But this is the basic principle of having the things that you do every day, which are things that you need to do every day, no matter what. And that's things like doing the dishes, doing the sink, taking the rubbish and recycling out, all those things that you need to do every day to maintain your house. Like, you don't brush your teeth once a week. You don't go for a shower once a week. You don't only wash the dishes once a week. So why would you let all the mess in your house pile up for a week? It's way easier just to do a little bit every day rather than have to sacrifice half a day or a whole day, usually on the weekend, to clean your home. It really doesn't take long. If you've got a list of things that you want to do, you designate a time and you schedule it in. You just check what you've got to do on that day and then you just get in and do it. You don't muck around thinking, oh, what am I going to clean today? The house is such a mess. You just freaking look and you do it, and that's it. There's no questions. It is very, very simple. You just decide what needs to be done, how often it needs to be done, which day you've got lots of time, which days you don't have a lot of time, days that you've got lots of things on with activities for your kids or you're working or whatever. You just put the simple things to clean. On days that you are at home or you've got a lot of time and you've not got much on, you put your bigger things to do, like vacuuming the house or mopping the floors or things like that. If you do it daily, it doesn't build up into a mess that you just cannot contain, and you end up with your house being a filthy, trashed, complete disaster. So definitely recommend having a cleaning schedule that you stick to and put some time into thinking about what works for you, because what works for me, it might not work for you. And what worked for me 6 months ago or 3 months ago, it doesn't work. If you move house, you need to make changes and alter your cleaning schedule. If you have changes to circumstances, if you've got a newborn baby, for example, or a puppy, your requirements for cleaning are going to be changing and your available time to spend cleaning is going to be changing. But definitely put some time into planning and coming up with a schedule that works for you and that works for your household, and print it out. Put it on your fridge, keep it before your eyes where you can see it plain sight every day. Every day it's staring you in the face, so you can say, yes, I have done it, or it's going to be a nasty reminder to go and get it done. One of the other things that I like to do to keep my house clean, tidy, organized, under control is just to have this little command station. It's not really a command station, it's a whiteboard with a little motivational notice thing. Here, I got mine from Kiki K. I think I got it on special for about $45. In fact, my kids bought it for me for my birthday one year. And I just have the monthly schedule, and these are all downloadable for free downloadable printables from my website, and I'll leave the links on the screen and down below. But I have a monthly schedule, and then I have the weekly meal planner. And I've just got a little printout of my 2021 habits and goals, and then just some little sticky notes to keep some personal things hidden on here from the internet. But it just works, and the reason that I put it here is because I just don't like the messy look of having 1,000 things stuck on the front of your fridge. To me, I don't like it, so I would rather have it just to the side here. The stairs from up in the bedroom are just there, so when you come down, you're going to look at it every day, so you're much less likely to forget anything that's on your to-do list or on your schedule. You've got your meal planner here, you can just quickly reference it and look at it. Goals, habits, and a little motivational quote to keep you motivated and on track and inspired to be living your best life yet. Alright, another thing that I can highly recommend to keep your house neat, clean, organized, under control is to have your cleaning supplies neatly organized and really readily accessible. So you see that upstairs I've got all the things that I need to clean the bathrooms and to clean the upstairs areas in the house. Under the sink, I've got everything that I need to use on a daily basis and everything that I need to clean the entire downstairs area, all neatly organized and accessible. And I'll give you a quick look under the kitchen sink. Okay, so this is my under the sink organization, and I had to change it from my old apartment to this townhouse because the sink configuration was different and the organizers that I had there didn't work here. So these are the clear plastic bins that I picked up from Kmart. I shared these in a recent What I Love from Kmart haul, the budget items that look much more expensive, and they're just really inexpensive. Plastic containers handled. They're supposed to be for the fridge, but I've used mine for cleaning supplies, and in this I have everything that I need to clean the house. So I can pull it out and take it with me, or I can just easily access each item that I need. I previously had my essentials on a Lazy Susan, which I absolutely loved, but in this house it just didn't work because when you spun it around, the products would hit the sink because there's just not the same kind of clearance in this. This one I've just got some eco-friendly products that I'm testing for a review and some e-cloths, rubber gloves. Under here, it's just all of the kind of more specialty cleaning products. And then under here again, either specialty cleaning products or multiples, because especially with Method, I find it's much cheaper and they always have deals for if you buy 2 or more products. So I always grab the deals whenever they are on special. Here I just have my other everyday essentials. So this is for quick food spill cleanups that you have in the kitchen. I don't really like to use the Dyson vacuum cleaner to clean up any kind of messy, potentially smelly food that you don't want to have in the vacuum cleaner. So I just have this for quick cleanups. This was from Daiso. It was like $2.80. In this one, I just have the sink plugs, the sink strainers, and some more specialty heavy-duty scourers and sponges. And then under here, I have the back stock of my new favorite, dishwashing tablets. Now I buy them in bulk to save money, and then I just stack them up in this little clear container. But at the start of every week, I just put like a week's worth in this little grab and go glass jar, and it's just here so that it is super easy access for every day when you are loading the dishwasher and running the dishwasher. Here, this little tray just holds the Scrub Daddy. I love this sponge, it is so good, but I don't like the aesthetic of it sitting out on my sink, so I just pop it here under the sink so it's neatly tucked away, it's hidden, it doesn't interfere with the look of the kitchen because it's kind of this yellow color, and that is the everyday cleaning essentials. So that is under my kitchen sink, and I really believe that when your kitchen supplies are neat and organized and they're like nice smelling and you've got nice quality kitchen cloths and cleaning equipment to clean your house with, it makes it less of a drag to clean your house, and it's more appealing to me anyway. If my under sink area was in a complete mess and you've got dingy old daggy rags to clean the house with, I'm not going to be inspired or motivated to keep the house clean. So definitely have some nice microfiber cloths. They're super cheap. You can get them from the dollar store, from Kmart, from Bunnings, from Daiso. You can get really cheap cleaning supplies from so many places. So definitely don't let that put you off. Even the most basic of cleaners, DIY home cleaners if that's your thing. Personally, I don't like my house smelling like vinegar. It just reeks to me, and I'm always wondering why I'm not eating a salad because it just smells like salad dressing and I just don't like cleaning my house with it. I do use bicarb soda in the sink and cleaning all the time. Whatever your preference is for cleaning products, just put some time into making them neat, clean, organized, easily accessible, and keep them where you need them. So there's no point in having all of my bathroom cleaners. The bathrooms are upstairs. There's no point in having the bathroom cleaners under the sink. There's no point having the things that I'm going to use every day for cleaning down in the basement or the garage. So have it where you're going to use it. So when it does come time to clean up, it is not a 2-hour job. It's not a 2-day affair. It is literally 2 minutes, wipe it down, you've got everything, you're good to go, wipe it down and you're done. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm sure it's a touchy subject for some people. I'm sure some people will get offended by what I've said, but you know what? I can't control your offense, so you can take what I've said and you can use anything that you can learn from it, or you can just completely disregard it. You know, it's not up to me, that's up to you. So if you did enjoy it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It is great feedback for my channel. It lets me know that you like this type of content, which is kind of my favorite kind of content to make, and I know to keep on making it. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe before you go. Hang out and watch a few more videos. I will link some that I think you will like in the description box. Have a fabulous week, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.
It's a sour taste in it. It's a sour taste. To be fooled again, honey. To be fooled again. Stole my heart and ripped it into pieces. Yes, you did. You know it's not the way